absolutely crazy. It looks like the next map is going to be CTF on Lockdown.
As we go on to Lockdown, capture the flag. It is not a map that we've seen so far. And they are just deciding the sides, whether they want top or bottom either side of us. So 4 now between these teams in the grand final of EGL8 Manchester Mad Catz MW3 Championship. What a massive grand finale we have here today. Both teams playing absolutely fantastic.
I think this is the closest grand final we've had at EGL so far since EGL5.
I mean, the previous time these teams met, it was 3-1 to Optic. Currently, if we just took this as it were at the moment, it would be 3-1 to TCM. It literally couldn't be any closer.
Yep, it literally couldn't. I mean, these two teams right now are so hard to separate. Like you say, we've seen 2 4-3s in Search and Destroy to TCM. I'm still trying to recover from the fact TCM have just won 4 S&D rounds back to back.
Yep. Well, let's have a look here and see what Big Timer's going to do as we start off spectating him. As he moves towards this middle map, he's going to be making the pushes. And remember, it is going to be... it is Big Timer that we are spectating, as he is on the... I was just making sure he is on the better side of the map, and it is by far the better side.
Oh yeah, I think it's renowned now in the competitive community. If you're on the current side Optic Gaming or on Lockdown, it is just so significantly better. So it's going to be interesting to see how TCM are going to adapt their tactics. I mean, a very common tactic that we see competitively is if TCM were to pull the flag, just simply put it in a stalemate, put it in the corner of the map. You don't even necessarily need to cap it, and obviously we see stalemates that have lasted, you know, the whole length of the round, the full 5 minutes. That's not exactly an uncommon occurrence. We do see that quite a lot.
Well, it is Rambo making these big pushes, trying to make the pull, but here we go. TCM answering back. 2 go down. That's 3 down against Optic. Rich with the 2-piece.
Yeah, Scumpy just in the right place at the right time. Nearly responded with a 2-piece of his own, but Mad Catz staying composed, shutting down Scumpy on that top arc. We default now over to Big Timer with 3 minutes 48. Still yet to see a flag cap. Big Timer flanking, actually flanking back towards his own spawn as Scumpy takes down Flux. He is actually going to do some defensive work, anticipating maybe there to be a TCM play, and that is great anticipation from Big Timer. And oh, it was actually Merc that shut down Josh, and Big Timer is just going to return that flag.
And what I absolutely love about this matchup as well, not only is it a European team against an American and Canadian team, but whilst Optic have been together since November 2011, this TCM lineup has been together a week before the event.
Yep, that's all they've had together, this TCM lineup a week. And let's not forget, before EGL8, their attendance was actually at jeopardy. Let's not forget that. I mean, there was rumors going around on Twitter, on the forums, that maybe they might not even be able to attend. And, you know, I'm so glad they have, because we have a fantastic grand final on our hands right now. We're on board with Scumpy, who does actually just get dropped by Rich. Flux takes down Rambo as well. Default now over to Big Time, and that flag has been pulled by Flux. If TCM were to cap it on the bad side, Optic Gaming are going to be in a lot of trouble. Big Timer needs to go clutch. He is going to counter pull the flag. It is going to be the smartest. Goes for the turn and pre-fire. He's anticipating this to be a TCM player somewhere near him. Has the support of another Optic player. Where is that TCM player?
Well, a lot of stuns are taken. Oh, and it is going to be Mad Catz. Doesn't manage to take out Rambo. But it is a stalemate situation, and this is really good news for TCM.
Yep, TCM, if they can hold that stalemate, which they're not actually going to be able to do. Scumpy is going to jump on that and get the return. Josh does take down Scumpy cross map, but Rambo has that flag and is trying to make it 1-0 to Optic Gaming. 2 minutes 22 still to go. There
we go. Optic take the lead. Let's see what Big Time is going to do. They obviously want to extend this as far as possible, particularly when they are on the good side. Yep. They know that TCM are going to go heavy when they switch sides. So let's see if they're able to pick up any more flags.
I think it's important that we stress a 1-0 lead on this side is not going to be strong enough. You really need to be pushing for a minimum 2, preferably a 3 flag cap lead. Flux has actually pulled that flag. Merc takes down Rich though, as Big Timer is coming straight behind Josh, manages to shut him down, and I think it's actually Flux who is going to be left last alive with that enemy flag. Big Timer trying to do a little bit of spawn trapping, it seems. Sees one TCM play, that's Rich, takes him down. Where is that second player going to be behind him? Great call out there from Rambo. He called it out, he's going to go for the 3-piece with that pistol. Big Timer, nice play right there.
Absolutely huge, a fantastic 3-piece. Merc following it up with a 2-piece against TCM. This is fantastic play here from Optic Gaming, and it's looking set to be another flag capture.
Yeah, Big Timer just going absolutely massive for Optic Gaming. Finally gets shut down by Mad Catz. That is going to be 2-0 now to Optic Gaming. Like you say, Mad Catz responds with a 2-piece. 1 minute 17 still to play in this CTF on Lockdown. We are on board with Scumpy, who does actually get dropped now onto Big Timer. And let's have a look how they Optic Gaming are set up for this last 1 minute of CTF Lockdown.
And it's as we said before, Benson, 2-0 deficit is not ideal at all for TCM. However, it is not the worst of things. It was a really tense moment. Oh, and he doesn't manage.
Flux.
Oh, he does manage to get the kill against Big
Scumpy! Oh,
wow.
Nice two-piece in that corridor, taking down Josh and Rich. Rambo needs to try and get that return, though, as Mad Catz did shut down Josh. He has got him stunned and naded. Flag has actually been pulled as well by Merc. Rambo gets the return. This could be 3-0.
Yep, and that is not going to be good for TCM at all. It's going to be really hard to come back from, even if they are on the good side of this map. And it is looking pretty set to be a 3-0 lead here, as kill after kill are going in Optic Gaming's favour. And there we go, 3-0 on this first side of Capture the Flag.
Yep, took Optic a bit of time to sort of get the engine going, so to speak. And it seems with 17 seconds left, we aren't going to see another flag. Nope, not enough time now to cap a flag. It's going to end 3-0 to Optic Gaming. TCM now are going to have to play out of their mind. We'll have a quick look at the scoreboard. Mad Catz 13 and 10, top fragging for TCM. Merc 12 and 10.
And what's interesting, actually, even though Optic Gaming are ahead, it's not by a substantial margin in terms of kills, but the flag captures speak for themselves. They are playing better Call of Duty right now here at the EGL8 Manchester Mad Catz MW3 Championship. And this is going to be really exciting to actually see how TCM are going to answer back.
Yep, we'll switch teams, get on board with TCM now on the good side of CTF lockdown. Let's not forget they are 3 flags down. However, in this best of 11 series, it's currently tied 4 maps apiece.
It's going to be first blood in favour of Optic Gaming as Rambo and Merc open up, taking out Mad Catz and Rich. Stun grenade and frag do go up there by Josh.
Yeah, Josh opting to use that MP7 suppressed, something that we've seen him just tear up with. Interesting, because we actually pointed out the first time we saw him use it on that first CTF we saw him, you know, just saying interesting choice of gun, but I mean, he has been on an absolute rampage with that suppressor as he almost got that flag. Oh wait, there is going to be an Optic Gaming player there, but no, Rich not able to make that kill count. He is going to have to challenge with this pistol. Rambo shuts him down in corridor. Merc shuts down Mad Catz as well. Josh needs to stay alive and just do a little bit of defensive work right now for TCM.
Yeah, Optic are actually looking really strong, even on the harder side of this map. You know, they could even make some flag pulls of themselves,
nice
but Josh is trying to deny that. He's actually making a big, big push here. He cannot take out 2. It's big timer with some great defensive work to end Josh's spree.
Yeah, we default now over to Rich, who is in this B corridor area. 3 minutes 53 still to play. As it stands, TCM 3 flags down, currently tied 4-4 in this series. Rich just going to be playing patient, and there was Big Timer lying straight in front of him. Rich is not going to get many easier kills than that whilst playing Call of Duty, and it looks like now TCM are going to try and settle for a flag pull. Josh has pulled that flag. Rich did see someone up there, but Josh immediately got shut down by Rambo.
Rich vaults out of the window there. He does get challenged. It's actually TCM picking up 2 kills, and Rich does find Rambo there hiding in in mannequins. Rich is going to pick up this flag, and he's trying to run it back, but Big Timer shuts out that pull.
Yeah, Big Timer in the right place at the right time, but Josh does shut him down. That flag is still away from base. Mad Catz takes down Scumpy. He's going to turn, nearly had the 2-piece, but Merc gets down Josh and Mad Catz, and that flag is still precariously placed. Not on Optic's base, and Rich is going to try and pull that away. 3 minutes 2 still to go. Let's not forget, TCM need 3 flags just to take it to stopwatch.
Yeah, TCM really do need to capture this flag. Otherwise, they're going to be in heaps of trouble. There is still time to get a further 2, and this is actually looking really good, unless there's a sneaky Optic player near the base of TCM.
It doesn't matter. I think there actually was. I think it was Scumpy, but that flag has gone in nevertheless. 2 minutes 41 still to play. As it stands, Optic Gaming 3-1 in the lead on the CTF lockdown. We are on board with Rich. He's just taken down Merc. Flux gets the knife on Big Timer as Rambo actually shuts down Rich. Flux pulling that flag. Josh taking down Rambo, and it looks like TCM are setting up quite nicely for this flag run. Yeah,
this is actually looking really promising now. At first it was looking a bit shaky, but kill after kill going in TCM's favour, and this could be flag capture number 2.
Yeah, quick look at the scoreboard. I thought so. Mad Catz 21 and 15 right now. In before 30 bomb. You called it here first. That is going to be 3-2 to TCM. Flux capping that flag. 2 minutes 8 still to go in this CTF lockdown. Rambo shuts down Rich, but essentially it's important to remember now TCM have 2 minutes to cap 1 flag, which will take this to stopwatch once again.
Yeah, I mean, it is plenty of time, and TCM picking up quite a lot of frags at the moment. Scum did manage to take out Josh and bring things back almost to evens. Mad Catz, though, advancing through the middle, and whilst they do have plenty of time to capture a flag, Optic are going to be extremely defensive at this point in the game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think we'll see 4-man D, because I never think that's a smart way to play, but they're definitely going to be more defensive-minded. Flux taking down Merc there. Big Timer takes down Flux. Rich is going to be left alive just momentarily. He does take down Big Timer, but Scumpy had flanked Mad Catz straight off spawn. He's going to have to turn around and try and win this gunfight. There's Rambo. He does take down Rambo off that head glitch, but Scumpy was somewhere in mannequins. Flux takes down Merc, and now TCM pressure on. 1 minute 20 to try and get a flag cap just to take it to stopwatch. And if you remember that last CTF, we saw that went to stopwatch as well. So these two teams right now pretty much inseparable.
Well, the stuns and frags going right over the map there. Flux engaging in a gunfight, but unable to make a kill. Instead, he has been stunned, and Optic are just trying to wear down this time. There's only a minute left on the clock, and TCM need a flag capture to take this to stopwatch.
Yeah, TCM just need to try and get that flag away from the Optic base as quickly as possible. Nice play by Flux, takes down Merc. Rambo rushes in, takes down one. Oh, Josh must have turned knife on him. Josh is going to pull that flag away as well. He is playing out of his mind in this grand final. Mad Catz takes down big time, and that was going to be 4. They need to lock down these spawns, and they need to do it quickly. Merc takes down Flux, and looks like Rich is going to have that right-hand side. He needs to make this kill. He does just that, but Rambo jumps straight out the window. Josh is going to level that up now. 3-3, 31 seconds left. These two teams are inseparable. The crowd are giving Josh a massive applause. Well-deserved there as well. They want to see a European victor here at EGL8. It's just the way it is here in Europe.
And you know what I think it is? I think it's mutual respect for both of these teams. I mean, the audience has seen an absolutely great game of Call of Duty right now. It's technically not over. Flag could still be pulled, but I think that is going to be it right there. And it's going to be stopwatch.
These two teams right now, I've said it just a moment ago, but they are literally inseparable. I mean, we've seen 4-3, 4-3, stopwatch, stopwatch. That's been the result of the last 4 games we've seen CTF and S&D. Josh is bouncing up and down. He knows he's just played extremely well. He is having the final out of his life. He played so well at DreamHack, but obviously that was actually his first event he's actually won. Yeah. And, you know, he's still a very young player. Let's not forget, he's up and coming. And, you know, he's winning over quite a few hearts in the competitive community.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time, and I think a lot of the community do like to get behind Josh and also Mad Catz, because they're extremely vocal and entertaining to actually watch when they're playing. So a lot of support for them here. So we are seeing 4-4 in map count, and on map number 9, it is going to be 3-3 going into stopwatch. Very, very close, and this is going to decide who actually goes into match point here. It is the grand final of EGL8 Manchester, and it's the Mad Catz MW3 Championship that you're watching today.
This is a huge stopwatch right now. Like you say, whoever wins this is now actually going to have a match point here at EGL8 in this grand final. And, you know, if TCM take it, we've never had a European team since EGL5 at match point. I mean, it's just going to be crazy. I can just imagine they are going to be jumping up and down over to our left. But we are going to start things off on board with Optic Gaming on the good side of CTF lockdown. And let's not forget, during the actual game itself, they were very slow to start on this good side. It took them at least 2 minutes before they actually made an initial flag pull. So, you know, if TCM can try and hold off for as long as that, they're going to be in good stead in this stopwatch. Mad Catz getting an early kill there on Scump. We're going to be on board with Rambo. Let's see what he's going to do.
And guys, if you can spread the word about this stream, we would greatly appreciate it. Tweet it out, Facebook it, whatever you've got to do, and get people to tune into this amazing Call of Duty.
Josh
as TCM.
with the pistol on Scumpy. What have we just witnessed? That is going to be 4 down. Rambo spawning in. It's actually, who's got the flag? It's actually Mad Catz who's pulled that flag away. And, you know, they don't even necessarily need to cap it. They're on the bad side. And I think he's going to cap it.
Watch the timer. Watch that timer.
4:23. Oh, my days. That is extremely quick. And TCM are going to be on the good side as well. Let's not forget that. The TCM, they're going to have match point right now.
This is going to be big, and they could be taking the lead in this series against Optic Gaming. This is to decide who goes 5-4 up. It is first to 6. It is best out of 11. However, which way you want to put it, this is a very important moment now for Optic Gaming. Just having a quick glance over to my right, Optic have never once been in this much trouble in a grand final. I'm starting to think you may be able to tell. I mean, you can look at their faces right now. They're shaken up.
They're a little bit shaken up. Rambo nodding his head. He's not happy. Hex very concerned. Obviously, Hex, the Optic Gaming manager right there. He's going to be first EGL. He says he's had a lot of fun. I caught up with him a little bit earlier on. He said it's a fantastic environment. He definitely wants to come to a few more, so that's always good for esports. But in terms of this this stopwatch, 4 minutes 23, TCM cut the flag on the bad side. You couldn't write this stuff if you tried.
Well, think about this. There are 37 seconds to capture a flag. I actually think we should watch Optic Gaming again, because it's them that are going to be pushing up.
Let's do it.
And I'd be very surprised if we see anyone defending this flag. Just press start for a moment there, and let's just see the push.
There's 4 SMGs as well, I believe.
That's going to be taking place. They're actually just going to quickly end the game there.
I think that's
make
going to
sure
be
that
a
everyone's
class
ready.
setup, maybe, potentially. It wouldn't surprise me if we saw 4 SMGs, as you guys on the stream can quickly just have a look at the TCM lineup, talking some strategy, and back over to Optic. And like I said, they're looking very dejected right now.
I mean, they've got to try something different. It's very rare that you actually see teams in a standard capture the flag game actually capture a flag within 37 seconds. So they're going to have to try something a bit wild here, take a risk, and hope that it pays off, because their backs are up against the wall against TCM. It's Europe against America/Canada, and it is Optic, the reigning champions of EGL, successfully defeating everyone at EGL5 and everyone at EGL7, and so far everyone at EGL8.
And this is the closest anyone has actually ever come to beating them. TCM, as it stands, 4-4 in this grand final, best of 11 against Optic Gaming. We're going to be on board with actually Optic. I have picked the wrong team, that's a quick change. And they have essentially, what did you say? It was 37 seconds
37
to cap a
seconds.
flag. It wouldn't surprise me if we saw TCM potentially 3-man D try and get one person straight up on the top of the flag. Big Timer does get the first kill there on Flux. Josh takes down Big Timer there immediately. This is all going to happen so quickly. Rich takes down Merc. Rambo needs to try and make this play. He does take down Mad Catz. Can he pull the flag? That's the question. Scumpy takes down Josh. If he can pull this away, they do stand a chance. Scumpy with the 2-piece taking down Rich. Rambo has pulled that flag away. Flux shuts down Scumpy, and Flux takes down Rambo as well. That is going to go to TCM. That is going to be match point TCM. We have never had a European team at EGL with match point against Optic.
And the crowd are applauding.
Listen to the crowd.
Right behind TCM now.
And Mad Catz and Mad Catz and Josh there. In fact,